All right, so we're back on the blower truck. We've got some more stuff done today. Got the map. There goes the door dinger. IAT plumbed in. Fan relays wired up. Running electric fans. A wide radiator. A lot of electrical, little electrical, just normal common stuff. Started fitting the air tube to make it bend back over to where it should go. Gotta wait on some more parts, air tube, some pieces to put all that in. Got the plugs in, headers are on. Started working on the intercooler on it. There it is. We got it mounted. We just took some 1/2-inch angle brackets, pulled the cross brace out from down there, started bending them, hit our locations. There's our pump feed. We tucked our pump off in down here by the radiator. On the bottom side, you can pull a 10mm bolt out and take another piece of that aluminum strap like that and bend it pretty easy and bend it up and run it beside the pump, put it on a hose clamp. So it's pretty, she's got a little play in it, but it's there pretty good. Working on doing some final connections, waiting on the transmission to get here. It's supposed to be on its way. Then we can put it all together. And hopefully we can get ready to get this thing fired up and see how it's gonna do. As far as anybody else gonna do one, I used the heater hose. It's a 09 water pump. So I used the 09 upper hose. Right here on the bottom, there's a little vacuum port. You'll trim it, just cut the nub off of it. So that way you can get a vacuum line back up on it and run back over to the vacuum piece. We're going to modify this throttle because it don't have the cruise control notch in it. It don't even line up, period. Ordered that was a waste because it's not going to work at all. But we'll get there. Go from there. So back to swapping LSA with a 4L80 in it. Get some info, LT1 swap online. They'll give you a good walkthrough as to which pins and terminals on the transmission you gotta switch. You can buy a harness adapter, but this is easier. You can just unplug it and repin it. It's not that hard. You gotta literally move a couple wires around, mainly like this wire, that wire, and that wire right there. You gotta take this brown wire right here and put it in that pinhole on it, repin that. There's some other stuff that's gonna have to be done with it on the other part, but that's deals with the transmission connector. You'll have to add a couple of pigtail for one of the speed sensors for it to read. It tells you on here. But literally, we'll walk over here. You can see it. That's unplugged. There's those two wires hanging out. There's a little green cap on here that you gotta pull off. Pop that out. And if you got the tool, you can take a pick. If you can reach down in there and get the little tab to unlock her. I've got a tool that'll go around through there and unlock them. And that's there on that part of it. We got the transmission back there. We gotta wait on lines. We've figured out a boo-boo on the swap. The standard 60 lines are on top of each other. I forgot the 4L80s have got one here, then one back here about 8 inches. So got a couple of new lines coming. We'll swap that in the morning. Then get ready to, they'll give us the lines. We got to wait on the speed sensors. The neutral switch is different between a 60 to an 80. Then get ready to bolt it in and get that part done. But here's a bottom view of it. There's the headers on. We're getting there. It's taking a little bit of time. So doing the 4L80 swap from a 4L60, this is 60 cross member. We'll have to cut this guy off, rebuild a cross member. Just the center section. So like, here's doing some more on this. Of course, I'm doing all this on my phone. But cross member, we had to take and cut this bracket off, flip it around, do the 4L80 swap. Also, I took the mount, turned it around. That way I had some room up in there. We just took it off, cut it. Well, if you do it, cut it pretty close to the welds or on the welds. That way you can weld it back pretty much in position. Now I'm gonna have to have a dry shaft, get it, well, They say you can change the yoke, but I'm just gonna have a dry shaft made. That way, if I want to hold the power for 2, I know it's balanced and true. We got that done. I found a connector for our other speed sensor. We'll wire that up. But we got a 4L80 in it. Just gotta get the lines, rest on it, go from there.